He did it again, viewers.
Yes, the door transition, the very important door transition from the first room to the second room is conspicuously absent.
You see, in Resident Evil 2, I'd be even more frustrated because several of those door transitions come with zombies.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Well, I remember in the classic Resident Evil games, they actually showed you the door you were walking through during the transition sequence.
Uh-huh.
Obviously they don't do that here. That rocket launcher guy who I just killed at that cliff, I always infer that that was the dude who shot down Mike's helicopter. But he was just kind of standing there just looking at his handiwork as though either he was checking to make sure he was dead or he was having one of those, moments of private giddiness where it's like, hey, I'm awesome. Ow! When enemies lunge at you like that, the knife can be rather ineffective at stopping them unless you happen to like it.
Will knifing the head actually be a guaranteed kill?
Not a guaranteed kill, but it might as well be a guaranteed stun. The problem is when enemies lunge at you, they're also holding their hands up.
Right.
And because the knife arcs from the right to the left, the knife will register the hit on the arm and miss the head entirely. So you won't get
a red eye.
Yes.
So now we just need to find a black dragon.
Those are the combinable components for the butterfly lamp, which I think we may have already done the butterfly lamp already. This may be a repeat. I'm not sure. Again, there's no real point in keeping track of the treasures because I've already all but maximized my gold.
Right.
I love these moments when Leon and Ada cross paths. So even though it's the exact same cutscene, I still have the sense that like this is Ada's perspective we're watching. And what's hilarious about this cutscene is, well, what happens right here.
Leon is like, you stupid bitch, you could have helped me!
Give me money! Give me the antidote!
Why weren't you my partner instead of Ashley?
Ow! My spleen!
My spleen, my groin, my private parts.
Sorry, Ada.
Oh, yeah, and don't worry, Ada. I can still walk just fine. Thank God for that animatium operation I had.
We have to get that parasite out of your body.
Yeah. But before that, I gotta save Ashley.
Fine. Let's split up.
Wait, split up? We
wait.
weren't going together.
You wait here. I'm gonna run just a little bit farther ahead. Hey! It's a part where Ada is actually ahead of where Leon is. Not the other way around.
And you bothered to check the door.
Well, that was to show that if you tried going back through the door, you can't open the door. You just get an error message that says, I have to hurry, because Leon is right behind me. It would be embarrassing if he caught me. That same wiggling bag also comes across Leon's path when he comes through here in his campaign, except that that box is already closed.
Well, Ada closed it, clearly.
It was more, I think it was... I'm not sure what closed it. It was either the force of her closing it, or the vibrations from that thing jiggling in there. By the way, you never find out what is in that sack. It's never referred to again for the rest of the game.
It's a failed experiment.
Most likely, yes. Yeah, oh, hey, Leon, Ada is actually being helpful, because these enemies, the only enemy that you find in this section of the game as Leon is the Regenerator, not the Ganados. Ada, because obviously here, Ada kills the Ganados. And since their bodies dissolve when they die, they leave no remains. They say that when the enemy's head explodes, there is a very slight difference between the sound that it makes to indicate whether or not the enemy had just died or that the Plaga is about to emerge. I have been playing this game for a very long time. I still do not know what the difference is. So Ada cannot fight that regenerator, but when Leon comes through, that regenerator is ready to attack him.
Right.
Making it one of the most stressful parts in the late game. Actually,
because doesn't he need the infrared scope?
You don't need the infrared scope to kill regenerators. Regenerators, although many players may miss this, you can kill them just by pumping a shitload of ammo into them. They have about 200 HP.
Okay.
But if you take out the Plagas, I believe that deals extra damage, which is why they die that much more quickly. That really should have been a quick time event.
Hello, Krauser.
Yes.
It's nice to see that you're taking the concept design of Nightmare and adding it to your own.
I jumped the gun when I reported you dead to Wesker.
That's right, he is a ripoff of Nightmare. I just realized that. Krauser, you suck even more than I thought you did before.
Think of all the paperwork I would have to fill out if you were to show up.
Imagine all the paperwork you wouldn't have to do because Wesker would just fucking force punch you to death. I hate Krauser. I especially hate the Krauser fights. Everything that he does is a quick time event. Your windows of opportunity to shoot him are also few and far between, because every time he does that dash attack, you can't hit him. You have to take the opportunities you can to either shoot his feet or attack him in the very brief moment when he drops his guard before he attacks you. Whenever he drops the flash grenade, come on. Please remember to take the opportunity to reload your weapon. As soon as the flashbang goes off, you have a fully reloaded weapon and you don't have to wait for it to reload. There are 3 sections of this fight. At the end of each section of the fight, Krauser throws a flash grenade, much like how he's programmed in the Leon boss fight. Except that during the Leon fight, when Krauser has mutated his arm, he no longer uses flash grenades. They use it in this part as a transition sequence.
You have too many crossbow bolts.
Yeah, but I don't want to use the bow gun against Krauser.
Of course not, it's an explosive.
Exactly. And see, whenever he attacks you, he just gets up right into your face, making the bow gun surprisingly dangerous. I hate it when he kicks, I hate it when he guards, I hate it when he walks, I hate everything about this fucking guy.
Thank goodness you have all these chicken eggs.
I got hurt more times during this particular boss fight than any other section. Which is good because I'm finally freeing up some inventory space. Because, you know, the other drawback to being a little cautious with this game is that you amass a stockpile of healing items.
Alright, one more section.
One more to go. In each of these sections, as you may have inferred, because you can't go back, you have to pick up the items before you deal enough damage to Krauser to prompt him moving to the next section.
Right. Well, you got a lot of damage on him there.
Now you guys see why I've been saving my TMP this whole time? If I had a Magnum, I would be using the Magnum, but the TMP does do a lot of damage, and because you don't have to wait, you don't have to wait any time at all in between shots. Versus the Magnum, which has a firing speed of about 7 seconds. I missed so many fucking quick time events. It's at this point that I realize that I'm running a little low on healing items, and thankfully there's one right here. Fuck this guy.
Okay, so why don't you move to using the shotgun?
Because the shotgun has a firing speed of 1.5 seconds.
Okay, but doesn't the shotgun also knock back Krauser?
No. No weapons can knock back Krauser.
That is sad.
The only weapons that can stun him are...
But I don't like it when men play rough.
Oh, I miss the innuendo. I'm sorry, Gerda. She was remarking on how large his thing was. Jokingly, as he was now dead. The only things that can stun Krauser in Leon's campaign are magnum shots, rifle bullets, and the knife attack. By the way, I've never confirmed whether or not the knife does the same amount of damage to Krauser as Leon does, but that's the end of the part, right here.
Yep.
Or do I go... Yep. Oh, I talked to the merchant. Yay.
That way you can sell some of your excess stuff.
Got a selection. What do you buy?
Okay, so I go to confirm there's nothing else to buy. And I might as well sell everything off because this is the very last merchant in the entire game.
Anytime.
Where's your rocket launcher?
What are you selling?
I don't have a rocket launcher. I mean, I know what you're saying. I get one eventually. I just don't have one right now. But that's the end of part 11, and the next part is the final part, the exciting conclusion.